What is going on, everyone? Happy Saturday. Give me a second here. Get things rolling. Welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. I want to let you guys know, man, I tried streaming like an hour ago, bro. I've been trying to stream for over an hour, but I was having some major technical difficulties. Lightstream was saying I needed to re-authenticate Twitch, and was authenticated, and I kept trying it, and finally got some help from support where I had to go through this whole mess of stuff. But we finally got it to work. So what we have here is I am going to be redoing my Purdue Dynasty, but I don't want to spend time testing sliders in my actual Dynasty. So I created, and I was at the end of the Purdue Dynasty that we've been playing games in. I was pretty much at the end, so I was like, you know what, we got some sliders we got to test, play around with. New Dynasty, Oregon State. I kind of like to hover on that 77 78 for testing. It also allows me to do a fully customized schedule because they're in a conference that has been depleted. But I'm happy about the... Oh, actually, I'm not happy about the patch. Like, guys, the sliders that were set to go live on Wednesday were playing so good. I was literally telling people, texting people, like my friends and like other creators, like, that the slider set that I had in members only from like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and it was going to go live Wednesday, I fell in love with this game. And then that patch they dropped, quarterbacks became feeling very, very robo quarterback, right? We already knew that there's an issue with accuracy. You've seen a lot of bigger names than me complain about it, and it seemed to become even more prevalent. Yo, Don, what's up, man? Dude, I did miss you. I haven't seen you in here in a hot minute. Coming through with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, man. You're the first person to say what's up to me on stream. So happy Saturday to you. Good afternoon. You're over in Florida, so you're chilling. It's 1 o'clock over there. Thank you so much for the support, man. I really appreciate you guys, and shout out to everybody else hanging in on the stream. Hopefully you guys start chatting here soon. I just kind of want to give you a breakdown where we're at. But so the patch definitely messed with quarterback play a little bit. And then the running game, I had the running game in a really, really good spot, both as far as the attempts from the CPU and their success. In that, with the addition of the defensive tackle, which we needed. So I'm not upset about that. With the addition, oh, you're in Texas? My bad. I thought you were in Florida for some reason. My bad. Well, it's 12 o'clock for you then. Same as me. That's what's up. The defensive tackle added a whole new element, right? And it kind of messed with the run game success for the CPU, pass rush, things like that. So we're basically just trying to rebalance what we had as far as CPU run the ball successfully. Don't want stonewalling on the offensive line, want to have some pressure, but also we don't want to have robo quarterbacks that just sit back and every pass is on target. Never an incompletion, completing 90%, or better, just because either guys are always wide open or they never have an off-target throw. Yo, Kid, what's up, man? Pumped for the new slider reveal. Well, we're not going to reveal them yet because they're not finished, but we are testing them right now. Testing these sliders. I haven't touched too much. I'm trying to just do auto subs. I really liked how we had the penalties set up on the previous set, and I'm trying to avoid touching too much of those. Yo, Derek, what's up, man? Yeah, so I do apologize. I know I'm streaming right when college football is kicking off, but again, I was trying to stream like at 11 to try to be wrapping up, after the first quarter of most of these games. So I appreciate you guys coming through and supporting regardless. So anyway, I just want to give you guys a little bit of a feedback of where we're going. Also, they made some changes to the wear and tear, like the reserve, the amount of your season pool that you have. They increased it. And so I had been rocking some updated wear and tear sliders that I really liked. I'm trying some changes to those with the updated reserve pool. Of course, that's something that's going to take more games and multiple people to get true feedback on that, right? But I am, just so you guys understand what I got going on, I got some new wear and tear in here that I'm playing around with. I got and mostly auto subs. I changed one penalty. Big Papa, bro, yeah, we've been wondering when I was gonna start. I've been trying for an hour, dude. I've been so frustrated at everything that I had to do. I was trying everything. Like, I was restarting my PS5. I was testing internets. I was turning off HDCP. I was doing going into safe mode and changing, like, clearing the cache. I was doing everything, and finally we got it. And I've never had any issues with the stream starting like that before. It was absolutely crazy. So anyways, now I'm using an existing coach, so I'm not on my flexible play caller. He's on ground control. I just want to throw that out there. Everyone has their opinions on the adaptive AI. I contend that how is AI adaptive in simulation? I just, you know, I don't know. Dylan, what's up? Welcome to SGN Nation, bro. Appreciate you for supporting the channel. So let's go ahead and get into a game here. I don't care about this. This is just a test Dynasty, you guys. I'm not going to do any recruiting. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just trying to play games, and I'm trying to get an overall consensus of the gameplay. I updated some stuff for the YouTube members on a post last night. I have like one change from that here outside of wear and tear, which I just kind of came up with a new formula this morning. So let's switch over to the right. To the right screen here. And let's see what they have. That's cool. Yo, True, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Let's get it going. How's the audio, guys? By the way, I'm pretty sure I turned off the game audio, so I'm like not trying. You don't have the music plus me talking plus the game trying to talk over it. So hopefully we're good there. Don says my younger cousin is a top 20 high school wide receiver for juniors in North Carolina. Hopefully he signs with Syracuse like his pops did. Is Syracuse recruiting him? Is that even an option? And I will say this, Don. It sounds like most of the kids these days go where the money's at. So, I mean, Syracuse is going to have to, you know, come in kind of hot. You know what I mean? Big Red Dog, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Who called me? Okay. So we're going to see how this goes, man. My guy Big Papa, who's in here, he was helping me test a little bit this morning. He picked up where I had left off. I sent him the updates that I sent to the YouTube members last night, and he threw those in this morning. And he actually had one thing different than me, and I liked it. So I actually am using what he had different than me. BV, you hear the music? Okay, good. I just want to make sure that we don't have the music plus the game. I haven't tried CPU versus CPU, bro. So ePaul, I will always I'll tell you that okay, good run. User versus CPU will always be a priority over CPU versus CPU. So whenever there's an update needed, right, most of the time it needs it for both user and CPU versus CPU. I gotta do user versus CPU first. And the unfortunate thing is I was getting ready to work on an update for CPU versus CPU because I had the sliders set to release at 11 o'clock on Wednesday morning. Then we got that patch announcement. That changed everything. So then I had to wait for the patch. And now I gotta rebuild sliders based on the patch. So once I get the user versus CPU set released and finalized, then I can go work on an update for the CPU versus CPU, if that makes sense. So I haven't forgot about it. I know we need one. It's just I prioritize the user versus CPU because that's the larger fan base. That's what most people use. Now I enjoy CPU versus CPU as well, so I'll definitely get that. But that's kind of where we're at. Let's hit him with a little stunt and a little shell, shall we? Kieran, what's going on, man? Alright, so what I'm going to do to help them run the ball a little bit more is we're going to go to our coach adjustments and we're going to go RPO pass. We want them to go to the pass. We'll leave that balanced. We want them to be conservative there. We'll leave everything else. But that's one thing that kind of hurts the CPU run pass ratio is they run a lot of RPOs, right? And it feels like naturally our team flies to like the run first. So instead of passing it out there, instead of handing it off, they throw it out there. Whereas when we play against the CPU, it's pretty balanced. Sometimes the pass is there. There's other times they just take that away, right? So it's one of those things where try to help them run a little bit more. Like there was an RPO, but they threw it. I was in a zone though. I bet if I was in man that they would have ran it. But that's something we want to do is try to get them to hand it off more on those RPOs instead of was that a play action? I don't know if that should have been a sack. I don't like play action jet sweep. Okay. I don't like that that's a sack. I don't know. I don't like that that's a sack. I mean, he barely even got a hand off anything. Good defense. I don't normally like to play zone, but we're far enough away, I think. Okay, couldn't get my... No! Overthrew it. And just so you guys know, I will disclose this. So you guys know we were on 10 for accuracy pretty much most of the year. I am now on 25. So we did just see an off-target throw with it on 25. He just overthrew him. Let's see how our offense looks, okay? Yo, what's up, Lupus? Looking forward to playing some 2K with you, man. Alright, what do we got here? Thought I had more time. Shoot. Oh, I want Valsin over the middle. Let's see what that linebacker does. Oh my god, I tried to fit it in there and the linebacker, I said, let's see what he does. I tried to put it over his head and I didn't. I had my guy. Like, this was the pocket that I wanted to throw it into. I was watching the linebacker. See, okay, so the reason I even went here is he shifted away. So I'm looking at this pocket at the hash mark. And I see my tight end come up and I'm like, all right, I can fit it in there. And look, he's going to break open, but number 7 floated back and I didn't see him float back over. I thought he was still in the middle. I took my eyes off of him, looked to see if or it wasn't my tight end, but that wide receiver was going to hit that pocket. And he did. But that middle linebacker floated back over, man. He got me. I'm not mad at that. I like that. I like that just happened. I like that just happened. That's good defense. That's good defense. That just got me. All right, now we got to do something offensively here. They took away the pass and the run on that. Alright, what do we got here? Let's just take the... Oh, and it got tipped. Okay. Okay. We're gonna do... I like my auto base on anyway. I don't like the pre-built... I don't think it was done very well. Not a good start for us offensively. Alright. Alright. He didn't... They're gonna give me 15 on that. He didn't put his hand up. Where did he put his hand up? Fair catch interference? When? Am I tripping? I didn't see him put his hand up. Bro, he is airmailing it. 25 accuracy, y'all. I actually just realized I have 2 things different from when Big Papa tested this morning. Or, excuse me, 2 things different from the members post. I don't know what that was, but he's going to get 2 yards out of it. 1 yard. Let's do this. Let's get some shells. Let's get some stunts. Let's try to hold him to 3 here, huh? Christian, that depends, bro. Like, that literally depends on various factors. I will tell you, I have Madden playing really, really well right now. I actually have had a slider update that I could have released for like the last week, but I didn't. Over a week. Well, no, a week. I've had sliders ready to roll on Madden for a week, if not like a couple days longer than that. But I'm not, because I am fully anticipating an update this week for Season 2. They typically bring out a big patch, the 30-day patch, after their global release, and global release was on August 14th, so 1 month would be tomorrow, but their Season 2 starts on Thursday, so or Wednesday, I don't know. I'm thinking we're going to get a big patch for that. And so I didn't want to release sliders, and then a week later we have a patch, pick it. And then a week later we have a patch, you know what I mean? I hate doing that, which is why, like, my slider set that was set to go public on Wednesday, I immediately changed it. As soon as I saw we had that, I was like, no, I'm not releasing a slider set and then a patch comes out the next day. It's gonna need changes. I hate doing that. So yeah, the sliders that I have for Madden were playing fantastic, along with the slider set before college football dropped their update on Thursday. But I mean, it's tough, man. It's tough because what playbook is this? Is a nice play. They have single back in here too. Okay. I think Madden plays a little bit better. I really like. I think more people are going to start copying me. I really like building my all Madden slider set with competitive game style. I really think more people are going to start copying me on that. I saw Operation Sports. Some people had a thread over there, and like a couple people were saying how good competitive was. It wasn't even because of anything I did. I just happened to see it, and I put my 2 cents in over there. But so many people were saying competitive offered such a better experience than sim, and again, you don't really lose much. And that's what my sliders are based off of, is competitive, and I really like the gameplay there. Yo, Jason, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you coming through. Let's hit him with a little bubbles, little RPO over here. Oh, number 2, you got to get that block. That entire play depends on that wide receiver making that block. We cannot run the ball. We're struggling to run the ball right now. Holy smokes. But we will stick with it. Dude, I like some of these pass plays, man. I like some of these pass plays in this playbook. Looks pretty good too. We might have a one-on-one on the outside here. Yep, we got a one-on-one. Good defense, number 4. Dude, this is feeling good right now. I'm not even gonna lie. This is feeling good. We're gonna break this down here real quick, because I know a lot of people were saying that I can never get the ball done, like no one's ever open. Well, number 7 has a step. I should have put a little bit more loft on this. Like I mean, what's up, Bethlehem? What are you doing, man? How are you? Appreciate you coming through, fam. If I get a little bit more loft on this, but that, and that's why I say a little bit more loft. He's catching that. Colorado State is a really nice playbook if you like to pass the ball. I like to run the ball. They are an air raid. Yo, have fun golfing, bro. Lucky SOB. Big Papa. All right. The one interesting thing about playing these games, like these tests, you know, doing a test dynasty with sliders, I don't know anything about the team. I don't know about the playbooks. So it's like, I don't know if I should be better running zone. I don't know if I'm better running man. I mean, this is the same playbook that I ran in my, that I run and will run in my Purdue dynasty. So that's kind of nice. But again, I don't know these players. I don't know anything on offense. I didn't take a look at that. You started streaming and uploading? That's dope, man. What'd you name your YouTube channel? Should I still be sending you updates and stuff, or are you kind of just doing your own thing? Yeah, Colorado State has a really nice playbook. I will say they do, but I like to run the ball, and I like to run the ball a little bit from under center. I don't like always running like inside zones and stuff like that out of shotgun. I like having a couple more options. Probably shouldn't run a zone here, but we're gonna give him a cover 0 shell. Okay. Jeez. Right, Bethem. What I meant is you always kind of used to help like test my sliders and give feedback and stuff, and I didn't. And I know you recently kind of switched to your own thing, so I didn't know if you still wanted me to send you something. Bro, they are running it right down my throat, man. Jeez. I mean, I'm in my best run defense formation, given I'm in a 3-3-5, right? I don't have a 4-3. I mean, this is the best I can do. Man, he has airmailed a couple of those passes just over the top. We're gonna test double mug here. Where are they at? They're at the 15. But we're gonna be a man. Yo, what's up, Hollywood? I saw you were streaming this morning. I was gonna tune in, but I've been trying to stream myself. It took me an hour to get my stream up and running. Did you get your win, man? We're gonna do this. 3rd and 14. What's up, DJ? Welcome to stream, man. Appreciate you coming through. We were getting a little bit of pressure on the edge. I blitzed. I don't blitz a lot, you guys know. I try to play coverage. Critical Optimist, with the new patch syncing with my sliders, I saw improvement wide receiver catching, improvement run defense, improvement the running back vision. Anyone else see these changes? I see that the CPU seems to catch a lot more contested catches. There's less pass breakups, where the patch notes said that they tuned it to have more pass breakups. So it's been doing the opposite of what they said they were going to do. Like you even said right there, you saw improvement of wide receiver catching, but I don't know if you saw in the notes, unless I misread it, they said that they tuned it to have more pass breakups. But that it has been the opposite. At least that's what I've noticed so far. All right, we got to get some points on the board, man. This has been... do we even have a first down yet? They locked us up in man. Beat Florida State 34-27 on the road. That's awesome. You've seen more breakups but less knockouts. Oh, we couldn't get any ball. We got 3 yards out of that. Man, it's moving the ball is tough against this Cal team right now. It sucks when we become kind of one-dimensional. And I like to run the ball, but there just hasn't been much there. Finally, we got a first down. Finally, we got a first down. Let's try to get our run game going, man. Offense is so much easier when you can run the football. There's a nice little run. There we go. We'll take 11. We'll take 11, man. We have not been able to run the football so far. See if we can keep it going here. Get another... Yeah. We'll take another 14. The last patch, that's a knockout? I don't know, man. I wasn't really having... I mean, maybe for the user, CPU seemed to hang on to everything. And they still seem to hang on to a lot of stuff here. Okay. Why did he underthrow it? Roughing the passer? What'd we get? DPI? Let's go. All right. No, I don't want to be in a 5 wide. Oh, we're in business. No, look at this. Look at this. Look at how they're loaded up here. I do not want... I absolutely hate that they put that in. I absolutely hate that every single time we make an audible, if there's still... I made the audible before... I don't know. I hate it. Every single time we make an audible, if they're still changing, which we didn't have to change anything. The formation stayed the same. It's a false start? Come on. Again, if you're going to do that, have the CPU do it too. It's not fair that the CPU never does that. Let's get the 5 back. Let's get more than the 5 back. Let's get 14. Let's go pick this up. Again, I guess I'm more frustrated at that false start stuff because it's something that only happens to the CPU, or excuse me, the user. Does not happen to the CPU. I think if you're going to have something like that in the game, you have to make it balanced. Make the CPU do it too. Good defense. They're finally kind of starting... We've been able to run the ball this drive. The 5-cent thing infuriates me too, Justin. Again, I would be less mad if it happened to the CPU. Uh-oh. I was trying to see if someone would get open, but they just sat in a freaking stupid-ass zone. Nobody ran free. They're just sitting in a zone here. Oh, if he was faster. If he was faster, man. And I'm most likely going to miss this field goal because, again, am I tripping, you guys? Does it make any sense to me that this looks like it's going straight through? That one did. Have you ever thought about doing an online Dynasty? Like, you mean with other people, Bethlehem, or just by myself in an online? I will tell you right now, I have never considered doing an online Dynasty or an online franchise in Madden with other people because I have no desire to play against other people. Because I want a sim experience. And you will never get a sim experience playing against another user. Never. Good defense. Justin, I've been on the same speed threshold for both games pretty much all year. I have it both, yeah. Oh my god, what move, what a move. I have it the same on College Football as I do in Madden. It was based on some data that was presented in the Discord. They tested it extensively, dropped the information. I love data-driven results, so implemented it, liked it, rolled with it. So that speed threshold is 17, and if you would like to know why, I did make a video on it presenting all of his data and presenting it. So I'm not going to waste time on the stream doing that now. But I will tell you that it's 17 for both College Football and Madden. And then I have the video with all his data that he presented with the reasoning why. Did we get the ball first or did they? Good move. Man, we cannot stop them. We have stopped them only when he's been, like, off target. Yeah, I would love to see more truck moves too, Bethlehem. That's like our first real sack. I know it says we have 2, but the one came on a play action reverse, and he didn't even get to drop, like, he didn't even get a turn and look upfield, and he was tackled. It's stupid. Yeah, well, and I will say, it wasn't me, you know, I took the information presented from somebody else in the Discord, and I made sure to give them credit in the video, but I just wanted to make it and pass the information off to everybody else. I like 17. I like how it feels. I mean, I was on 0 for College Football last year. The trickier adjustment for me was going to it on Madden, because last year on Madden I was at 100, but they changed the speed in Madden this year and College Football to be the same. So it's like, if you're gonna be on one speed threshold in one game, it should be the same for the other. What's up, N890? Welcome to stream, fam. Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate all of you guys for tuning in, man. Appreciate it. If you guys haven't already, could you do me a favor, just like the video. Takes a quick second, likes it. It helps YouTube promote this in their algorithm to people. If you guys don't know, that's literally why every single person asks you to like their video, is because YouTube will recommend like videos with high likes to people who aren't subscribed to you. So like, my video will pop up in recommendation to people who aren't subbed to me if it has a high like. So when I've dropped a couple videos, like this year, for example, that had a lot of likes, like a couple with the college football, a couple with Madden, it helps me gain I get a lot of views, a lot of new subs, all because of the likes. All right, there we go. Critical Optimist. I have mine at 29. I found that 0 needed. Yeah, I know some people didn't like the lower, the 17. I mean, I'm not having any issues with it now. I mean, too fast in the run game. I don't know. I know there were issues with that initially, but we seem to have straightened him out. I mean, he's 9 for 63. And their other running back's 2 for 28. Thanks, Bethlehem. Appreciate that, man. I don't know if you guys are noticing this too. We are seeing less tackles for loss. We will count this up. We're gonna play this full game, of course. Even though I'm getting my butt kicked, I can't be in a zone. I got to be manned up. Good play. What's up, Ron? How are you, man? But there's definitely been way less tackles for loss on the user side. Yeah, Bethlehem, I could see that too, if like a smaller school with slower rated players, for sure. But at the same time, I think that's a good thing because okay, so if you have a slider set, right, and someone's really enjoying the game and they're playing with a lower rated school, like just say they take one of the Missouri State's, like a 65 overall school, and they're enjoying the games with the sliders with that school and the opponents they're playing. And then, as you improve your team, another DPI? We might get in field goal range here, y'all. That's 2. DPI is at 25, by the way. Proof that raising the slider means absolutely nothing as far as call rate. I don't think 8 seconds is enough time to run a screen. I need to get something downfield kind of quickly. But anyway, if you're having a really good experience with sliders, right? We're going to move our tight end. No, we don't have time. I'm going to call timeout. I want that play, but I wanted to spread someone out wide. I want to run that same play again. Where was it at here? We're going to do this jet chip wasp. I like that looking. It looks good, but I want to move that tight end out. See? There we go. All right. I'll finish my thought here in a second. Anyway, you're having a really good experience playing on a slider set with a lower rated school. And even if you have let's just say this. Yeah, you have the sliders. If you have the speed threshold lower, it makes it harder. As you build your team up, you're going to feel it a little bit. Where if you have the speed threshold higher, so you don't feel it as much when you're playing with the lower rated school. Then as you get a better rated team, you might not really feel the improvement so much. I don't know. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm making sense or not. The main thing you want to have is you want to have a slider set be really challenging when you're playing with a really low rated school, so that when you build your team up and it's better, you're not just beating oh my, what a play. Beating everybody. And I'm not talking if you take a 65 overall up to like an 80. I'm talking about or excuse me, a 90. Like if you're a 90 overall, you should be beating pretty much everybody. But if you just raise them up to like a 78 or an 80, it doesn't mean you should instantly be beating everybody based on your schedule. Yeah, Ron, you don't get any likes on your videos? Well, how many views do you get? You gotta have views to get likes. Do you talk on your videos? Do you commentate? Do you say anything? Do you ask people for likes? Do you have titles to get people to try to watch them? Yeah, Bethlehem, I agree with you on the base. I never liked the pre-built. I was always adjusting to base protection. I'm glad that they added that feature in, where I can just instantly just have it on so I don't have to deal with it. Because I was wasting time pre-snap, always changing to base blocking. Alright, we need a tutty. That's for sure. We need a tutty. We need to slow down this quarterback. He's 20 of 24. We're going to start taking away some of his lower, shorter, underneath throws. I'm going to start protecting underneath. Ooh, this could be a nice play. I thought it was going to be nicer, but I'll take 5 yards. I will take 5 yards. We're staying ahead of the chains. Oh, I thought he's slow, man. Or at least he felt slow. See, you don't. I mean, so you don't have to be on video necessarily, but if you're not talking or saying anything, people probably aren't gonna think much, you know, of liking the video or like that. Nice run. We're finally getting the run game going, you guys. Should be blocked up pretty well. We're gonna take our shot again. Hey! There we go. Play action with the deep ball. Who says play action doesn't work, man? Gotta get the run game going. Get the run game going. Play action's gonna work. There we go, man. Running game is really starting to open up for us. We're up to 13 for 55 now. Let's just pound this bad boy in. Nope, not there. I don't like this. I don't like how they're... Yeah, let's do that. Let's stay in between the tackles. I don't want to try to stretch it out. Oh, dang it, y'all. I don't know what to call right here. Nope. Don't know how I, don't know how my play clock was down so low, but... '88 needs the block. Huge, huge. We had to work really hard to get that one, y'all, but we got it. All right, now can we get a stop? I'm gonna change up my defense here, my defensive approach. It was a 10-play, 84-yard drive to start the third quarter. It was a great start. We're gonna stay. We're gonna start defending underneath. Well, first we gotta stop the run game, huh? Let's do that. Whew. It's got 12 for 80. The play clock issue. I was gonna say that seems to happen like where it just jumps all the way down and you're faced with, yeah. I swear these devs don't play Dynasty against the CPU, man. They don't see these things happening. They just rely on feedback in forums. It'd be nice if they played their game. So they could just be like, hey, we noticed this. But I think they play user versus user. I can't stop them. Can't stop them. Nope. Ooh, I'm lucky. I am lucky. We're gonna try this RPO. I think we can get 6 yards off of this. Took a bad angle. We got it. Oh, barely got that thing. Barely got it, but we got it. Man, if we can get through the middle here. There we go. That's what it looked like to me was going to happen. They had nobody there. It was everyone was at the line. We get through that first wave. See, I don't think that should be a catch. And that's what I was saying. That seems to be happening a lot more often. I don't think that should have been a catch. And the CPU's had a couple of those too, where they get, even the last one, the touchdown, that tight end got absolutely walloped. And he hung on to it and then scored a touchdown. Yo, we are absolutely messing them up out of this wide trips. All this pre-snap motion is just messing them up, and I'm just hitting them with all the variations of it. This formation, this set has been a nice little. Oh, crap! I misread that. I thought it was a fake, and I was going to swing it out to the guy on the left. Oops. Luckily, we can pick up 2 yards here. Pre-snap motion, move him around. Nope, 4th and 1, we're going for it. That's why it's one of the best playbooks in the game. Very interesting. I wish it had the Wildcat, though. Quarterback sneak. Ah, he's lined up right over him. We'll do that. Got it. There we go. We'll do that. Okay, that was a good pass breakup right there. I was gonna say, if we caught that one. All right, where are we at over here? This is where we were at. There's one over here that I wanted to call. Touch pass. Oh, go get that block, number 0. What are you waiting for? Do a custom add the formation? Yeah. But then I gotta, like, rate all the plays and stuff, and I just haven't felt like doing that. Just get us close enough. Oh, no, he's down. There's no way. Review that game. Timeout. Hold on, I gotta send... Can I challenge this? Yeah. I gotta say, that better be ours. 4th and 3, though. Let's run the stick. Let's run the stick. I was thinking it was going to challenge automatically because there's a turnover. Ooh. Baited me, but I got it. No, I didn't get that. Forward prog. I knew it was going to be a bait. And listen, I had a touchdown if I went over there. Touchdown. I don't think we got that. I mean, looking where that's at, I don't think we got that. Big Red Dog, you can set your audibles if you go into practice mode. So just go into practice mode in your Dynasty, and you hit pause, you can go and you set all your audibles there. Yeah, I didn't think we got that. I just was like, let's just see. Dang it. And that's why I hate when I do predetermined throws, man, because I literally had a touchdown. But I predetermined, pre-snap, that I was going to go to that guy based on the look that they gave me, and that's what they wanted me to do. They baited me into that. Oh my god, dude. I'm getting destroyed. And I'm here for it. I am absolutely here for it, man. You guys want the CPU to run the ball. Well, apparently we got them running the football, man. And we didn't touch the run blocking slider. Again, I've had some people, argued with some people in Discord, that you have to put the run blocking slider 10 higher than the pass blocking slider. The CPU will not run the ball and they won't run it successfully. Are we sure about that? Are we sure about that? I gotta slow down this quarterback. Well, I predetermine throws all the time. And I need to get out of it. I just want to take away this quarterback. I want some incompletions from him. But we haven't. We've been giving them like easy throws. The game's playing great, man. Honestly, the game is playing great. I couldn't have asked for a better game on stream to showcase the CPU running the ball. I mean, we're just not able to get pressure with our front four. And he's got time to get some completions. Our coverage isn't holding up. And again, I don't know what my team's ratings are. I haven't looked. Sports Network, do you still think we're going to get one on Wednesday? I mean, that's what I'm holding out for on my Madden sliders. Your slider doesn't have that, so you know it's not true? Yeah, I had someone literally was just arguing in my Discord, constantly telling people that, and I got pissed. I got upset. I'm like, listen, you can believe that, but don't be, like, saying that. Like... They said the CPU won't run the ball, like their run attempts won't be there unless it's higher, and they won't run it successfully unless it's higher. And I'm over here looking like this running back's got, I mean, they've ran the ball, they're just running it down my throat. Yeah, I mean, I hope you're right, Sports Network. I've literally had my Madden sliders ready for over a week, but I haven't dropped them anticipating a title update. Jeez. Well, the double mug doesn't seem to be glitched right now. So yeah, the CPU completion percentage is high for me right now, Bethlehem Kid. I 100% agree. I will mention this for those of you who weren't here. I was experimenting with bumping up quarterback accuracy because I was kind of sick of seeing all the ducks. And I know you said, Bethlehem, you were at like 25 to 30 on your accuracy. I was always at 10. This game, I have it at 25. And he did have some overthrows in the first half, but he hasn't really had much. And the yards per attempt is there. It's 9. So he's not just dinking and dunking. He is throwing the football. Yo, Ben, welcome to SGN Nation, bro. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I will update for YouTube members what I have in this game, by the way. So I don't know, like 25, I've seen some, and he's only a 79 overall, so I hate that. So I might just stick with the 10. Or we'll just, you know, I think maybe get a larger sample size. Right, Sports Network, but they don't always drop a patch when the new season starts. Did they drop I mean, because they just started that stuff last year, right? I mean, we didn't get a patch every time the season restarted, did we? I know there'll be updates for like content, but we're not guaranteed a patch. I'm hopeful it lines up with the 30-day patch that we always get, but I don't know. But running wise, so he's got 17 for 114, and their backup has 3 for 44. Their quarterback just had a nice little run, but we've only sacked him twice. But that's, so we just had a design run from the quarterback. I think he's had 2 design runs. Well, he's actually had 3 because we've only sacked him twice. So you have 23 run attempts to 33 pass attempts. I'm pretty content with that. I mean, we still have more time to play, but... And the 33 is because you have the 31 pass attempts plus the 2 sacks. I'm at 25 this game, Bethlehem. And it looked good early, like he was off target early. But there, again, in all of the I will say this, Bethlehem, we talked about, we kind of mentioned this. All of the incompletions to the CPU where he was overthrowing guys. There hasn't been a single pass breakup or knockout. None of his throws. And I get those, which I'm fine with that, but why isn't the CPU getting any? And again, it could just be a fluke. You know, that's one thing you gotta keep in mind with EA games is whether you have a really good game or a really bad game. Keep it level-headed because you need to have multiples. You can easily have a great game, then the next 3 games are just absolute dog water. Or vice versa. You could have a game with a weird outlier. Quarterback was just on fire, had a crazy high completion percentage, but then your next game could be against a quarterback who is rated even higher than this one, and he has a more realistic completion percentage. There's outliers for sure, yeah. So I'm not gonna jump to conclusions off of this game. I mean, I like the pass attempts he's made. I would like to see a couple more pass breakups, and maybe those will happen in future games. Did I loft that one enough? I did. See, that's the difference. That first one, I didn't loft it enough. That one, I learned my lesson. You guys, deep balls are an option right now. I know people were complaining that they weren't. You gotta have the right arc on it, gotta have the nice little loft on it. But that defender's in good position. We just didn't let him get a hand on the ball. Wish we had more info on how the selection committee weighed things in the game. What do you mean when you say that, when you say the selection committee? Well, I will say this. Our offense has looked a lot better in the second half. Our defense, however, has been very poor. But, I mean, that's kind of college football, you know, is typically there's a lot of offense and your defense is successful from turnovers, sacks, or penalties that back up the drive. Yeah, so Sports Network, it's basically like I was talking with Mills on X, and he was saying that typically EA drops their patch, they call it the 30-day patch, and it's 1 month post-release of the game. So the game came out on the 14th of August, the worldwide release was the 14th of August, so the week of the 14th, which is tomorrow, we know we're not going to get a patch on a Sunday, and we're not going to get one on a Monday. So it would make sense that we'd have one either Tuesday or, like you said, when Season 2 ends, which is Wednesday? But the thing is, they normally update the patches normally come on Thursdays. That's the one thing that has me thrown off loop a little bit here. Is they do updates on Thursdays, just like college football, just updated on a Thursday. Last patch, updated on a Thursday. They always update on a Thursday. So if the new season starts on a Wednesday, I don't know how that's going to work because they don't do updates on Wednesdays. Or Tuesdays for that matter. Hey, there we go. We're mid-blitzing. We're going to test it, man. We've only sacked him twice and only one real sack. Yeah. I mean, I like your theory on it. And Mills was saying he's expecting one this week too. And obviously, I didn't release my Madden sliders for the past however many days it's been around that I've had them. Anticipating one of the, a patch. So we will see. That's why I would like to get these sliders finished before the Madden one, so I'm not trying to finish college football and then I have Madden sliders that need to be made. I cannot stop this offense. I think that was their first 3rd and 1. Hey! Oh! Get the ball! Hey! I wish EA would code in that if we're celebrating because we're about to score, that they just wouldn't, tackle me like that. That's kind of stupid. I'm in the end zone, dude. Stop it. Yo, Jonathan, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you coming through. I mean, that's all for nothing. That score's all for nothing, but hey, it'll make us feel better. But like right here, why are you tackling me, man? Can we code some awareness? I'm in the end zone and he tackles me. You don't remember my real first name? I don't really advertise it. Everyone knew my last name because that was my YouTube channel. Well, no, not my YouTube, but it was my gamer tag. Before I switched it. But my first name is Chris. I mean, nobody, god dang it. Those coach suggestions were awful, by the way. Yeah, it's weird. A lot of people used to obviously call me by my last name because that was my gamer tag. And then now people just call me SGN. Like, I don't know. But I kind of full on embraced it, like, I switched my gamer tag to Simgamingnetwork. I changed my X handle, which used to be my name as well, to Simgamingnetwork. I just fully embraced that everything was just going to be this, so it's not really like my personal X. I treat it as like my X for my channel, and I mostly interact with, I pretty much only do sports stuff and try to keep personal things out of it. Oh, another one. Hey, where's that Heisman cheese at now? Where is that Heisman cheese at now? There's no Heisman cheese. That was not a good play to call right there. That was. There we go. Dude, that's why I'm sorry to hear that about your brother. That's not being weird, man. No, I'm sorry to hear that. That's absolutely awful. I hope it's a good thing that I remind you of that. I mean, you never know, right? Oh, we're taking this. We're taking this. Oh my god, we're in a one-score game, y'all. We're in a one-score game and we have 3 timeouts. What? Analytics say we go for this. Because if we don't get it... And this is the one that I wanted right here. Analytics say we go for this because if we get the ball back and we score a touchdown, we would just go for 2 then. Analytics for the win! I only have 1 timeout? God dang it, you're right. I should probably not have... Where did all my timeouts go? On the challenge! I forgot about the challenge. And then, I had that other one where I had the play clock was winding down, and I had to call a timeout. You're right. That's gonna make it tough. I probably should have went for an onside kick, but I'd already pressed normal kick before I even saw Betham's message. I need a second timeout, yeah. Unless the CPU does something stupid like pass it. Dang it. They're gonna pass it here. Dang it, I needed the incompletion. Well, we need a miracle. They knocked the presentation out of the park. Yeah, it's just the commentary sucks. Everything else is great. The commentary feels so robotic and so dead. There's just nothing good about the commentary, in my opinion. So we're gonna go ahead. We need to get something out of bounds. Like, we don't have time to... Crap. That's the worst thing that I could have had happen. Oh my god! Let's go! Are you shitting me? You guys! I didn't use or catch that either. Y'all know I don't use or catch. I just said, YOLO, he down there. Let's just chuck it up. Oh my goodness. I'm at a loss, you guys. I mean, we all know, all Madden, Heisman has that BS. We just put up 29 points in the fourth quarter. No more Heisman BS? No more Heisman bullshit? Like, weren't we down 38-10? Holy smokes, you guys. We're gonna look at the replay. And you guys, again, you guys know I do not use your catch. I threw it up there right away because I was like, I didn't have a way to stop the clock, so I threw it right away so that if he didn't catch it, then I could have a time to call a play. But we just ran hurry up, and I audibled to the vertical play, and the safety, I don't know what they were in. It looks like they're probably in a cover 4. But I saw there was no safety help. One-on-one, so I was like, all right, let me just make sure I can I don't know how to get this good. I can't. EA's got to fix their replay system, man. Like, why am I can't zoom out. This is beyond ridiculous. EA, fix your replay system so we can have some cool replays. Like, I can't even get a broadcast view of this. I'm annoyed. I guess we're not allowed to have broadcast view on a replay. Thanks, EA. Thanks for the automatic zoom in that I don't want. Jeez, man, they just don't understand they don't understand how to give people control. They just have to control everything. Oh, no, you want to look at this wide receiver? We're going to make you zoom in. Like, see how it does that? See how I'm back all the way over here? I want to see everything. As soon as I just rotate my camera just a little bit, EA forces me in there. God dang it, they just don't understand, dude. Stop it. Stop controlling everything. Anyway, greatly covered, just no safety help. And I just threw it up high. And I love that. No eyes, no pick. DB can't see nothing. He sees it right there. But my wide receiver just jumps up and hangs on. How do you guys want to see this here? Let's just do like a realistic or a. I can't zoom out further. Can't even zoom out to. There we go. So they have one safety playing center field, one playing back. I don't even know. That looks like a cover 6. Willie? Because you have one safety playing deep zone, but then you're manned up over here. Love the pocket, by the way. Sarcasm. So many pockets in EA games are straight lines. Hollywood, man. Next time you get in Clint's here, man, you gotta have them fix these. This is not a pocket. What a catch, man. I want to go back and I want to say we were down. Can we go to the scoring summary? Here we go. Is it gonna shoot. Yeah, dude. We were down 38-10 because we scored all of our points after that. We scored our 29 points after. So they were up 38-10 with 8 minutes and 51 seconds left in the game. And we won on Heisman. Virtually, I'll show you guys. I will show you guys. Oh, we'll look at the stats here. The only 2 sliders changed. Ball security, quarterback accuracy. Everything else, penalties, auto subs. I don't like this, obviously, but we're already at 25 accuracy, so we'll see. Love this, though. 21 for 132, 4 for 44. I mean, family account. Yeah, the thing is, they need to give us some. They used to have pre-built replays. You could be like, go and view the highlight and be like, what? And you could actually choose to have like a broadcast angle for the replay. We don't get that anymore. $13 catches for their wide receiver. So we will say this, no tight end spam. What's a way we can tweak the Robo QB? So here's the thing though, Jonathan, I don't consider 31 for 35. Yes, it's 88%. But I think, guys, I think we need to understand there's a difference between Robo quarterback and high completion percentage, right? Because Robo quarterback, you'd see this, but this would be like a 4.5 because it's just check down, check down, check down. He was throwing deep balls. He was moving in the pocket. The issue was, in my opinion, we didn't have any knockouts or pass breakups. Not one. All 4 incompletions, 1 interception, 3 overthrows. 0 pass breakups. That's not Robo QB. You don't have Robo QB with this. We did pressure him. He did have some some throws, and we had defenders there. But their wide receivers hung on to all of them. Now, was there a lot of opportunities for pass breakups? No. I'd say about 4. 4, maybe 5. But even if we have the 4, so then if he did have the 4, be 27 divided by 35. Now he's at 77%. We're not as upset about that. It's college football. And if he had the 5, then we're 26 divided by 35. He's at 74%. So having a couple pass breakups or knockouts or even a drop, you guys. There wasn't a drop. So think about that. If there was a single drop or we had 4 pass breakups or knockouts, suddenly he's in the mid 70s and we're not that upset about it. Hold on one second, you guys. I will show you guys. I will show you guys what we got here since you guys are here. I was going to say, though, before we went back and look, it was good to see there was no tight end spam, right? That's the other thing that's associated with Robo quarterback. Typically, they throw a lot of passes to their tight end. Their tight end had 4. Defensively, let's take a look here. Solos was led by their free safety and their Mike linebacker. Total tackles was led by their Mike linebacker, free safety. Cornerback was all the way down here at 6. Yeah, family, that's 100% the challenge, is finding realism while keeping it challenging. But there are ways to do it. And they sacked me 1 time. All right, let's go take a look at us. They still haven't fixed this, apparently. So we ended up being Malik Murphy. He's 83 overall. Okay. 6'5", dude. He's like a Cam Newton. And like Bethlehem said, he has a nice deep ball. Yeah, he does. I'm curious his throw animation. He has an 84 speed. Dude, this is literally like a Cam Newton type guy. Man, if he entered the transfer portal, I would be all over him. He's a junior. He's got a year left. I would be all over him if he enters transfer portal. He can run. He's big. He's got extender. He's got dot, mobile resistance. I liked playing with him. And like Bethlehem threw a nice deep ball. Anyway, 22 of 31 for 302, 70%, 2-2. And we were pushing the ball down the field too. We weren't checking down. Rushing, it picked up for us. It got better. 21 of 92. We had a 91 overall running back. I had no idea, you guys. I did not know I had a 91 overall running back. But we ended up being 4.3 yards per carry. We only had 2 broken tackles. Didn't have a single 20-yard run. Our backup had 3 for 4. Yeah. Pretty good there. Receiving, Trent Walker balled out for us. He had 2 big plays. And we weren't tight end spamming either. Tight end had 2 catches. Here we go. Solo tackles, free safety, Mike. Strong safety, Mike. Strong safety, look at that. I got my guy Colt 45 is gonna love that. Total tackles, free safety, strong safety, Mike. Corners all the way down here. Dude, my guy Colt 45 is gonna be in heaven when he looks at this. Because that's what we don't want. We don't want corners always having the tackles. We want them to be the safeties and the linebackers. Now, obviously, it was the safeties up there because they were just destroying us. I can't believe I just won this game. That's one where I'm going to do what, I don't remember who said it. Bethlehem said, clip that and upload it. I'm going to go back. I will probably make like a little highlight video. 38 to 10, 8 minutes and 50 seconds left. Wow. He just got out of the portal, back-to-back years. He started at Texas, then Duke, now Oregon State. Did he play at Duke last year then? I hope he goes in another time, man. Let him come to Purdue when I start my Purdue franchise. Alright, I'm going to post these for members. Give me 1 second here. This is going to go up for members. I will say thank you guys for all tuning in. So I will show you what we have right now. I don't do this a lot anymore, but you guys were supposed to get a slider set on Wednesday. So we'll do this. I did switch some stuff up. Main menu is still the same as before. So I'm not going to cover the main menu because nothing has changed in the main menu. I am trying some new wear and tear stuff, but I'm not going to recommend that until I know more. So we'll do the penalties first. Oh, so anyway, player skill, it's literally all default Heisman, you guys. We're Heisman in here. Ball security's at 25. And then it's the same for the quarterback. Quarterback accuracy for the CPU is 25. Ball security is at 25. Now, we've been at 10 all year for the quarterback accuracy. So 25 is just a test. Now, if more and more people test and provide feedback and say, hey, we're constantly seeing these 80 plus percentages, yeah, we'll go back to 10. But the reason I didn't want to be at 10 or wanted to get away from it is because they had so many of those wobbly looking ducks. And that's when I tell you guys, part of the reason why I don't like messing with gameplay sliders as much as possible, it always impacts multiple things, right? Not just the one thing. So when you think quarterback accuracy and you want to change it, we think it's going to impact how accurate the quarterback is. He's going to have more off-target throws. Sure. But then when it means that they suddenly throw wobbly throws, the throws are still accurate, they still get to the wide receiver, they're just ducks. We didn't sign up for the accuracy slider to mean their tight spiral slider, but it impacts that. I don't know why, but they still had a lot of accurate throws at 10. The main difference was they'd had a lot of those just wobbly, not a tight spiral throws. So I'm telling you guys, something else, it's always extra stuff that's affected, right? Ball security. We have ball security at 25. Why? Not because we want more fumbles, which it does impact, but the CPU ball carriers seem to be more free full use, use their moves and stuff more, almost like they, dangle the ball out there a little bit more so they could have a couple more fumbles. No, would you still recommend your old college football sliders for auto subs and penalties? No. That almost makes you want, dude, for real. But I kind of locked in on Purdue. I already made my freaking thumbnail and all that stuff. I'm kind of just set in on Purdue. But yeah, Oregon State would be pretty cool too. Not even gonna lie. All right, let's go to the penalties then. So we're at 75 for offsides. This is one that I was changing. So for members who know, all the penalties were 25, but 75 at offsides right now. And then all the penalties are 25 with intentional grounding turned off, roughing the kicker turned off. Pretty simple. The auto subs right now, not making any changes. I want to gather feedback. And again, what you guys do for the wear and tear is up to you. Auto subs are what matters. Quarterback is 1-0. Halfback is 75-25. Wide receivers 50-25. Tight end 50-25 as well. Offensive line 100-0. D-tackle 75-50. Defensive end 125. Linebacker 50-25. Cornerback 50-25. Safety 75-50. So yeah, main menu stuff, we're not making any changes to what we've been doing on the main menu. Not a one. It's all in Dynasty. So if you've been rocking with me for a while, you should have already had all the main menu stuff set up. Only make the changes in Dynasty. Now I want to point out too, whether you believe in the adaptive AI or not, we couldn't stop their run and our adaptive AI was ground control. Just throwing that out there. Again, I don't know if it'll mean anything or not. But for those who believe that the adaptive AI does have an impact on the CPU and their game and all that stuff, ground control. For those of you who don't, ignore it. But again, I would challenge anyone to tell me how AI can adapt in a simulation that takes 2 seconds. Where's the adaptation happening? It doesn't make sense to me. But guys, we're gonna end the stream. That was an amazing game. You guys definitely got entertained. Hopefully you got your quote-unquote money's worth for tuning in. And yeah, hopefully we made it worth your while with throwing out the sliders that are testing right now. Otherwise, these are gonna be members exclusive. I will be putting up a members post right now. So yeah, I don't expect a lot of people to tune in to this stream later on, and if they do, they'll see that I was getting my butt kicked the whole time. They'll turn it off. So I think this is mostly going to stay exclusive to you guys for watching. Not a lot of people are going to stay through to the end and see that we pulled this thing off. So Aiden, what's up, man? Aiden became a sponsor even though I just gave the sliders. Thank you so much, Aiden. I appreciate you. You'll be rewarded with Madden beta updates as well as NBA 2K updates here. 2K later today and Madden later this week. So thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you. I appreciate every single one of you for tuning in. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a blessed Saturday. And I think I'll be back with the stream tomorrow. So we'll see you then, y'all. Peace.